absolutely stunning. He's almost got a full... he actually does have a full MKB complete. And I think Secret is in a similar situation. They all in to kill the TA without realizing there's just an equally net worth farm gyrocopter waiting in the rear.
And he was late to the fight, too.
Yeah,
he got there like
didn't even come in.
2 heroes were dead. The Night Stalker was on the run. The Darkseer was just trying to get out as well. And oh, hey, call down, flank cannon. Get the hell out of here. Oh, E-Home now. Won't have the Aegis for a little bit of time, but it's about to respawn, it looks like. Just a minute or so. And there's no anti-mage by that Blitz. This means they can push with Aegis, with 2 Ultra Farm cores, and a Darkseer that outstrips the Axe and even the Shadow Fiend of S4. So basically 3 farm cores on like 1.5. And Secret are just going to have to play picture perfect Dota to have any chance of holding this.
Yeah, S4 doing his best to try to catch up, but what real items is he going to go for? He could go for the butterfly, but you've got 2 heroes already countering it before it even comes out. A Satanic could help, but then he'd be left with 0 damage. I don't really see what item he's going to get to really change this game. He would need a minimum of 2, maybe an AC plus the Satanic, then he would have the damage to back it up, but...
Or at least to be a threat to the supports, if nothing else, in these fights.
Oh, and Arteezy, he's going to get caught out here. He has the Manta, though.
Oh, he's thrown to the low ground. That's pretty fortunate. Now the turn. Arteezy, 1 auto tech blinking out, but it's Zai who's left behind. Zai in a bit of trouble. Can he make his way out? There's the Ghost Scepter desperately hanging on. But going back in! Arteezy! He charged in again. It'll pay with his life, but with no Arteezy. This is going to be nigh impossible for Secret. Massacred under the blazing guns of ZYF and CTY's endless crest. There's another! E-Home! E-Home! E-Home have done it. They 2-0 Secret, and they move forward here in the winner bracket. A shocker for Secret and fans around the world. But what a solid showing it was.
I mean, E-Home took care of business. Neither of those games even looked particularly close. In the first game, Secret had the advantage, but E-Home staying strong. And in that second game, I mean, I thought Secret was going to bounce back to turn in a dominant game 2, but E-Home, from start to finish, the laning phase on, they had an objective in mind, clear-cut victory. ROTK doesn't even look that hype. He's like, I'm here to do business. This one best of 3 doesn't matter, because he's got his eyes set on the bigger prize.
Yeah, meanwhile, Arteezy busting out the gold shades. He's also staying cool here, but Secret down to the lower bracket now. Not where people thought they would be after day number 2. Oh, what a showing from E-Home. That was just thrilling to watch.
I just thought they played such a flawless game in game number 2. Didn't really leave any room. If you deal with CTY, then here's ZYF right behind him in net worth every single time.
And on the other side, the lower bracket teams are probably just sitting there sweating with Secret now waiting for them. But with that, let's see what the analysts think. E-Home with the big 2-0 upset.
A monumental result from the upper bracket, one that no one on planet Earth expected, except perhaps for the 5 guys inside the pod. We've got a couple of gentlemen who've subbed in for us. Welcome back to the desk, to Pyrian, thanks, and to Wagamama as well.
Thank you so much.
What a great time for you guys to come back.
Yeah, I'm glad I caught that. That was a hell of a series. I wasn't quite sure who won at the end there. LD left it a little open to interpretation, but I'm pretty sure it was E-Home, so well done to them. They didn't look surprised at all.
No.
They were 100% sure. They were sort of like, yeah, another day at work, just
almost like they'd come with a playbook and they just followed it and got to the end and shut the last page and went, oh yeah, we're done.
Fantastic.
Definitely have a playbook, because looking at the drafts by RTK, it was super impressive. Both game 1 and game 2, in terms of it was not an all-in. It was not, being strong at one thing and only winning by that. They had team fight, they had pick-off, they had late game. They had a well-rounded draft in both those games. Game 1 was a complete outdraft. And in game 2, Secret looked shaky. They're picking Shadowfiend AM as first 2.
Okay. We are going to just hold the thoughts there. We're going to get more from you in just a moment. But Casey has ROTK with him. Perhaps you can ask him around the drafting.
Oh, yes, I certainly can. I can ask him pretty much anything. ROTK, congratulations.
Thank you.
How are you feeling right now?
It's hard to say, just very exciting, I mean, because Secret is top 1 in the world, and we are just a young team, and we can win this thing. I feel very, very exciting now.
How are you able to focus your team knowing what you just said, knowing that Team Secret is the team a lot of people have been talking about as the ones to beat, how were you able to kind of set that aside and focus on the task at hand?
We just train every day, and we get up at 10 o'clock morning and just watch every replay with Secret until tonight 3 o'clock. I think we just try my best to do how to win Secret, and then we did.
Twice. How did that feel, and how did the draft go? How much did the draft in both of the games factor into your success?
I think today, 就说我想说我们的战术比较成功今天。
Your drafts were successful today.
I think.
Yes, yes. I think you clearly proved that time and time again. Congratulations on those decisions. Are you able to kind of enjoy this moment a little bit, or are you already looking to Evil Geniuses?
Absolutely, we are looking for Evil Genius because beat win Secret is very important to us, to make us more confident, and in this tournament, I mean, it's very important win Secret to us.
What did you learn last year coming in second with VG? What were the lessons there that you're bringing in this year?
Joshi.
Sorry. Oh, don't apologize. You're doing great.
就是我觉得发挥这个东西，就是大家都有发挥不好的时候，然后最关键的就是我觉得战术一定要到位。我认为去年在决赛中我的战术上，很失败，我其实很沮丧，然后我也很自责。不过目前为止，我感觉我战术安排的都还不错，所以我挺开心的在这一点。
Josh, come on over.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're doing great. You're doing great. Josh is here. He's going to help translate so we can.
So he said last year in the finals, my tactics and strategy were very bad. It was a failure, and at the time I felt really down about it. But so far this year, I've taken that lesson, and my tactics and strategy, the choices here have been good so far.
You're really hard on yourself, aren't you?
你对自己挺自责的，是吧
？Yeah. Really? Last year, I mean.
Yeah, but this year you're doing great.
I think so.
Thank you so much for talking to us. And Josh, good to have you back. Thank you for helping out. And we'll be looking forward to the match with Evil Geniuses. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Casey. Thanks to our OTK and to Josh as well. Thank you very much for the translations in there. He's obviously very happy, and he rightly should be happy. He almost seemed a little bit surprised in some way as well, but also he was struck by his calmness. I mean, he said he was excited, but he didn't really show that. I've seen him much more excited than that. Fantastic.
Yeah, he's a true personality as well. He has been loud in some lands over in Asia, and truly amazing to hear his thoughts here. And thanks to Josh for helping out there as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
A heroic effort there from Casey and Josh and ROTK, I think, definitely. We got the job done, team.
Yeah, we did. We got there. Let's check in with the bracket right now because we have a completed upper bracket in the quarterfinals. All 4 games have been completed. Our final team joining the semi-final of the upper bracket will now be eHome, not Team Secret, as many predicted. In fact, I think the predictions are well over 90% for that one. So we've got LGD versus CDEC and EG versus eHome. The thing that strikes me most about that is, of course, we were talking about pendulums yesterday, Alan.
Oh, yeah.
Swinging between East and West, and many people have predicted that this year it'd swing back towards the West. And here we are in the semi-finals of the upper bracket, and 3 of them are Chinese teams.
Yeah, not only 3 out of the 4 Chinese teams, but let's not forget, these are the 2 out of the 4 are the teams that competed in the Chinese qualifiers. CDEC, the wild card team, and EHOM, the team that looked very convincing in those same qualifiers. But boy, I don't think anybody expected this kind of performance from them. And again, the common denominator, we talked about it before, young players showing up to play for those teams.
It's going to be a crazy semi-final, Ben, when you think about that. That's Sumail versus CTY.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether EG is like relieved that they don't have to play Secret or disappointed because they don't have a chance to beat Secret, because they might not even meet in this tournament.
No, maybe not. And it's an awful long road back as well, Ted, isn't it, for Team Secret now, that lower bracket. And I think, would it be fair to say that the teams down there are now looking at that going, oh, no?
Well, I mean, on the basis of that performance, I don't think it's safe to judge Secret on that game. EHOM absolutely destroyed them. I'm sure Secret will go away and look at that and say, okay, what went wrong here? I mean, there's no way they're just going to say, oh, well, we give up. I mean, they came here to win the tournament. They were many people's favorites. I personally thought it was going to be an LGD Secret final. I still think LGD are probably going to get there, but EHOM have shown that they're more than capable of performing at this level, and they could go all the way. It could be LGD in the final, it could be CDEC, but I'd be amazed if it wasn't one of those 2.
Okay. EHOM, in terms of group stages, weren't that impressive. Certainly didn't. Nothing suggested that performance was on its way in the quarterfinals. So what's been the difference, do you think, between last week and this week for them?
I think just more time to adapt to the one opponent ahead of themselves. Because right now they just focused really well and got into, as he said, they tried to focus on how to beat Secret. And they made a strategy that was just beautiful in both these games. Didn't show any real weakness. It was just amazing to watch.
Yeah, that seems to me to be kind of the second part of the formula. Again, these players with veteran experience. I mean, you give ROTK and LANM a couple days to think about a team, they're going to impress. But boy, oh boy, I mean, this is the first LAN series that Secret has lost since April.
Yes.
They lost
April 23rd.
That's right.
Against Team Malaysia.
And I mean, come on. I think all of us, nobody expected that Secret was just going to show up at TI5 to pick up their trophy, okay? But to see them go out this early in the tournament, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Really amazing result.
We are going to move on now to the lower bracket now. It is Empire versus MVP Phoenix. And these 2 teams are on their way out into the arena right now. The shades have become popular today. I don't know if it's got so bright down there suddenly. The light maybe is a bit strong. I don't know.
Let's keep an eye on these handshakes. You know, let's see some sporting handshakes, unlike last night. So hopefully we'll see you around it.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Look at that.
Let's watch. Keep an eye. Okay, I think we're good on handshakes.
We're all good.
Whew.
No danger. The danger has passed.
To be fair, I believe that was after the series.
Yes.
Rabbit was looking a little bit like he wanted to get away from there.
Indeed. So we will let them get set up in the pods. Of course, all their equipment will be there ready. They'll be just ready to go in a few minutes' time, and we'll let them do that. And we'll also talk about both of the teams in just a moment. But first of all, this is Team Empire's lineup. There they are then, the team that everyone says in the past should have won something.